Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Augusta, Illinois Southeastern High School. As you're here just in time to hear the Southeastern Band play the national anthem. And that was the national anthem played by the Southeastern Sons Pep Band. They have been jamming pregame here. We'll let you hear Coach Kyle Rigg talk about the starting lineups tonight.
And your home team, your Southeastern Sons. Let's get the lineup for the heat. Number 1, Alex McGraw. Number 10, Cooper Gibb. Number 15, Kyle Ferry. Number 22, Peyton Woodbury. And number 35, Hayden Meissner. The Heat, your head coach by Mr. Doug Nixon.
Starting lineups for the Suns now. So there are the starting lineups for the Suns. It's Griffin Tippie wearing 0, Brady McClintock, a freshman, number 3, Jaron Henry, number 5, Tristan Hester, number 13, and Aiden Akers, number 25. For the West Central Heat, it's Alex McGraw wearing number 1, Cooper Gibb wearing number 10, number 15 is Kyle LaFerry, number 22 is Peyton Woodbury, and number 35 is Caden Eisnecker. And going right to the basket and dumping off was Akers, who dumped it off to number 13. That's Tristan Hester for the first bucket. Just like that, it's 2-0 Suns. Down low, putting a shot up, off, no good. A rebound picked up off the floor by Tippie. That was number 22, Peyton Woodbury, with the shot. Tippie going to put up the 3 just right at the top of the key. It's off, no good. Ball tipped around, and it's going to go to the Heat. Down there battling for the rebound was number 12. Excuse me, number 13, Tristan Hester. Nice in motion shot there. Woodbury dumps it out to Eisenecker. Now a shot up off the glass, no good for Alex McGraw. Tippy back the other way with it, 7:25 remaining. 3 on the way is good by Jaron Henry, 5-0 Suns. The ball is overthrown and out of bounds. Nails one of the cheerleaders. She seems to be none the worse for wear, though, so all's fine that ends fine. Akers going to dump it off to Tippy. He'll bring it up to floor. 7:15. Clock is not running. There it is. 7:15 remaining. Nice little spin move by Akers. He lays it up and in. Aiden Akers gets the bucket. And Coach Dennison and the Heat want a timeout with 7:07 to go. It's already 7-0 Suns. We'll take a break as well. You're watching Adams Telephone Cooperative coverage of the Southeastern Suns on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
And we're back at it here as Gibb brings the ball up the floor. A couple players who played quite a bit in the JV game, one on each team. Oh, there's a nice little pick and roll attempt. Ball's tipped right back to McGraw, though, and it's going to end up in Woodbury's hands. Jump ball. Possession will stay with West Central. Alex McGraw will inbound now. Eisenecker's right in front of him. He's going to get it off to LaFerry. There's a 3 off, no good. That was Gibb. McClintock with the rebound. A couple freshmen right there, or a sophomore and a freshman. 3 on the way by Henry is in and out, no good. Ball's rolling around. It goes off of Griffin Tippy, out of bounds. It'll stay or go to the Heat. 7-0 to score. 6:33 clock running here in quarter number 1. If you haven't seen Griffin Tippy play, that kid can jump out of the gym. He's been starting since he was a freshman. Pull up. Foul on the floor. Foul's going to be on the Suns' number 13, Tristan Hester, his first, team's first of the quarter. First foul of the game, actually. Inbound to Eisenecker, and his shot is going to fall. First 2 points of the game for the Heat come from Caden Eisenecker. And it's 7-2. That ball was stripped away by Eisenecker. And it's going to be Suns basketball. They lead by 5. Aiden Akers turnaround jumper off, no good. Tippy had the rebound. It was knocked away and dropped back in, rolled around, finally picked up. Well, LaFerry had it. Henry ends up with it. It's knocked away again. A little hot potato here. Nobody wants it. McGraw. 3 on the way by Gibb is good. Counted and a foul. Aiden Akers is going to pick up the foul. Gibb is going to get the old-fashioned 4-point play for my good buddy B.J. Stone, who loves the 4-point play. He's going to get a chance at one here with 5:43 to go. Well, never mind. They said it was after the shot. So it'll be possession to the Heat. Chance to tie it now then. The referee just threw it into the bench and hit Coach Gooding with the basketball and didn't get it to McGraw, who was trying to inbound it. LaFerry with it. We'll go to Woodbury, who loses the ball. Has a pass to LaFerry. Now Woodbury puts a shot up. Eisenecker with the rebound, stripped away. Probably should have been a jump ball, no call. Eisenecker now is going to throw it up and bank it in, and we're tied at 7. 5:07 to go. So a 7-0 run to start things for the Suns, and then a timeout by the Heat, and it's been a 7-0 run for them since then. And it's tied at 7 with 4:54 to go here in quarter number 1. And that ball is going to be thrown out to McClintock, who's going to come up top to Jaron Henry. Henry's going to drive. He'll put the runner up off, no good. Tipped out of bounds by Henry. It'll go to the Heat. 4:41 to go. You can see LaFerry gives it off to Gibb, and they'll bring it up the floor. They'll call, nope, Eisenecker with a foul. His first, team's first. Suns have 2, Heat have 1. 4:30 remaining. Here in the first quarter, we are tied at 7. Tippy with it, baseline, kicks it up. Akers out to Tippy. Tippy 3, right corner, long. Woodbury ends up with it. Eisenecker ends up on the ground. LaFerry to Gibb. Back to LaFerry. 4 minutes halfway through quarter number 1. We're tied at 7. Gibbs going to try another 3. It's off, no good. Akers had it in his hand, lost it, but goes right to Tippy. And the Suns will go back the other way. Pulls up left side. McClintock back up to Tippy. Back to McClintock. Looks at the 3, drives baseline instead. Kicks it out top. Akers for 3, right wing. Good. And Ron Albiato sails 3-pointer for Aiden Akers. He's got 5 points on the night. Pass to Woodbury from LaFerry's knocked out of bounds by Hester. 3:16 remaining in the first quarter. Mid-range jumper. Eisenecker is going to pick up another foul. It'll be his second, team's second. And first substitution for the Heat is going to come off the bench. Checking in, Caleb Thompson is going to replace Eisenecker, who's got both of the Heat fouls right now. Tippy looked at the triple from the 10-foot line, didn't take it. 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. McClintock outside the 10-foot line now. Tippy had to reach behind to grab that pass from Hester. Akers. Henry 3 right corner off, no good. Tippy high for the rebound, but it's ripped away by McGraw. McGraw now going to go middle to Woodbury, and he's going to get called for the travel. So a turnover. Suns lead 10-7. They have not trailed in this game. They led 7-0. They gave up a 7-0 run to tie it at 7 for quite some time here in the middle stages of the quarter. And Aiden Akers hit a 3 just a minute or two ago to give them a 3-point lead. Offense, which was very good early in this game, is kind of slowed, and they're going to call a foul. Might be on Thompson. We'll see. It is Caleb Thompson. He's going to pick up his first, team's third of the quarter. Tippy, right wing, 3. Good. Ron Albiato sails 3-pointer for Griffin Tippy. It's back to a 6-point lead. A game of runs here for these two teams. 7 apiece, and now a 6-0 run for the Suns. Thompson with it. 3 on the way by Gibb. Can he answer? He cannot. Hester high for the rebound. Akers now up the far side. 1:55 remaining. He's going to kick it out to McClintock. Up top, Tippy. Under 2 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Tippy has it swiped away by Gibb. He goes to McGraw, or tries to. Tippy steals it away and pushes it back the other way. On the fly is Tippy. He goes to Akers. Back to Tippy. Tippy puts the shot up. A lot of contact, no foul call, but he gets the bucket to fall. Griffin Tippy's got 5. And an 8-0 run now. That shot's off, no good. Henry with the rebound. Outlets to Akers. Back in defense was LaFerry. The ball is blocked by LaFerry, and then he's going to pick up a foul as he reached in on Hester. That'll be the 4th of the quarter on the Heat with 1:18 remaining. The first on number 15, Kyle LaFerry. Suns have 2 team fouls. Into the game, number 14 for the Suns, Gunnar Walker. Steal and a layup for Alex McGraw. Breaks an 8-0 run, makes it 15-9. Ball goes out of bounds off the Heat. It'll stay with the Suns with 54.1 seconds remaining. Henry looked at the triple, didn't take it. Akers has it, 45 seconds left. Now up top to Walker. McClintock will take it from the right corner, way long. Bounced around, finding in the hands of Alex McGraw. He's going to kick it and save it in bounds, but the only one there was a white jersey. 30 seconds. Walker gives it off to Henry. Now another steal. This time it's by LaFerry. He's going to get the layup up and in. Kyle LaFerry gets his first 2 points. 8 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Henry looked at the three, didn't take it. Up top, Akers for 3, left wing. That's high off the back iron, no good. And that's how it's going to end quarter number 1. 15-11 is the score. We'll take a break. You're watching Adams Telephone Cooperative coverage of Southeastern Sun Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll be back in about 30 seconds.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adams Experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adams Experts. Repair, maintenance, and setup for all your home technology needs.
And welcome back here to Augusta, Illinois, Southeastern High School. It's 15-11 as we enter quarter number 2. The Suns went on a 7-0 run to open the game. The Heat tied it at 7. The Suns went on an 8-0 run to make it a 15-7 game. The Heat ended the quarter on a 4-0 run to make it 15-11. See if they're able to continue that run here in the second quarter. It will be Southeastern basketball to start this second quarter of play. We've had 1 jump ball in the first quarter. So we got a 3-2 zone, or there's a 3-2 zone here for the Heat to start the second quarter. As they try to take away the three-pointer, it would appear a little bit more here. 3-2 kind of helps that out. McClintock says, I can still find an open look, but he can't get it to fall. Henry had to rebound. It's into the hands and a jump ball. It'll be West Central basketball. 7:37 to go in the first half. Hop on the live chat. Tell us where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. I want to say hi to Griffin Tippy's aunt. I'm sure she's watching. She messages to make sure we were doing the game the other day. Say hi to you. Pop in there. Tell us where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. We'd love to see that. We will be doing some West Central games as well this year. We've just been shorthanded here this first week with basketball, or the college academic season coming to a close. So a lot of my guys are in college and a little shorthanded this week. There's a steal. No, it's not a steal. Got it back. Thompson, baseline jumper, in and out, no good. Akers with the rebound. He pushes it back the other way. Tippy back to Akers, 3 right corner. No good. Ball tipped around, picked up by Tippy, blocked from behind. He'll get the first free throws of the contest. The foul is going to be on Alex McGraw. It'll be his first, team's first of the second quarter. Tippy's first free throw is off, no good. Annie Riker, Gracie Arthur's sister here. She's at the Dot Christmas party. We got to catch up on them cheering. She's done a good job. You could have got to see that as Tippy hits the second. Showed them doing their opening little number. Jason has already been here and talked to me a few minutes ago. He's in the house. He talked to me from home in the JV contest. There's a shot off, no good. And a foul's going to be called. Going to be on 22 of the Heat. That's Peyton Woodbury. It'll be his first, team's second. 16-11 is the score, so the runs have now been wiped out as Tippy broke that 4-0 run from the Heat with the free throw. Akers going to drive, puts the shot up. It's blocked from behind. Woodbury is going to pick up his second in as many fouls here. It is on Woodbury. Caden Woodbury has 2 now. The Heat already have 3 here in quarter number 2 with 6:16 remaining. Akers going to shoot a couple free throws now. He's got 5 points, missed the first. Kyle LaFerry checking in. Caleb Thompson checking out. Eisennecker checking in. Woodbury checking out. Eisennecker checks in with 2 fouls. Woodbury sits down with 2 fouls. It's again 6:16 to go in the first half. Second free throw, just like Tippy, falls for Aiden Akers. It's 17-11. And a steal by Tristan Hester as he swiped it away from Kyle LaFerry. 6 minutes remaining. Now a 2-1-2 or a 2-3. And Akers is going to drive. I thought that went in. It did not. Akers missed the baseline runner. Say hi to Ann Highland. Now down low. Eisennecker with it. He lost it momentarily. Gathers it back up. Akers is going to come in from behind and pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul. Second on Aiden Akers. First on the Suns of the quarter. 3 baseline off, no good from LaFerry. Hester tracks down the loose ball. 5:29 to go. There's Owen Northern taking a look. Extended that 2-3 out even more. The 3-2 didn't slow down the three-point barrage, so they extend the 2-3 here. Do the Heat. That ball's going to be knocked out of bounds by Alex McGraw. It'll stay with the Suns with 5:07 to go. Up top, Tippy. Tippy for 3. Off, no good. Rebound, Tristan Hester. Puts it back up. Off, no good. Owen Northern with the rebound. He has it swiped away. Bringing it down in the post, and that Coach Gooding, I think, said put it back up, don't bring it down. Oh, Tristan Hester picks the pocket of Cooper Gibb, and Tippy is going to take it back the other way with 4:45 remaining. Northern to Henry. Jaron Henry looking down low. Going to have to kick it out to Tippy. 4:35 remaining. Back into the left corner now. They're spin that and take the baseline, kid. There's Tippy. He's going to drive in the zone. Dumps it off to to Hester. Outlet now is going to go to Eisennecker. Eisennecker tracks it down. He's going to get fouled by Brady McClintock. That'll be his first, team's second of the quarter. 4:20 remaining here in the first half. It's 17-11. The scoring has slowed tremendously here at Southeastern High School. As the two teams came out pretty hot. Well, the Suns came out hot. The Heat responded accordingly. And then the Suns kind of threw it back up again, and then things slowed down again. This game being brought to you by Ronaby Auto Sales with locations in Macomb and Augusta. With 80 years of car sales experience, Ronaby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit www.lbsellscars.com to check out, or actually ronlb.com to check out their inventory. It's going to be Heat basketball. Both teams have 4 timeouts remaining now. Nice inbound, and the bucket's going to go for LaFerry. That's the first 2 points of the quarter for the Heat. The Suns have still not got a basket yet. They do have 2 free throws on 2 of 4 free throw shooting. 3 on the way by McClintock's off back iron, no good. Out of bounds. It'll stay with, or go to the Heat with a chance to cut into what is now a 4-point advantage. Akers checking back in. Gunnar Walker checking in as well. McClintock takes a seat. Jaron Henry takes a seat also. First time Henry has sat down. Tippy has not sat down yet. 3:45 remaining. Cooper Gibb throws up the shot. Eisenecker gets the rebound and the putback, and I believe Owen Northern is going to pick up the foul. It's the 4th Heat foul, or excuse me, 3rd Suns foul. Eisenecker hits the first free throw attempt. That's the first foul on Owen Northern. Eisenecker cuts the lead to a 3. And he hits the second. (17-15) to score. 3:35 remaining in the first half. Tippy to Akers. Good job of cutting off the baseline by McGraw, and then Akers slides the pivot foot and travels. 3:20 left. I'll just reach out and kick this official right here. He didn't hear me, or he ignored me. He ignores me all the time. There's a foul going to be called, possibly on Kyle LaFerry. It is on Kyle LaFerry. Team's 4th. That is the 2nd on Kyle LaFerry. 3:10 remaining. So the Suns will be in the bonus the rest of the way. Owen Northern lost it, got it back, puts the layup up, off no good, rebound, and a foul is going to be called on Owen Northern, I believe. It is on Northern. That'll be Owen Northern's 2nd. McClintock checks back in. Hester takes a seat. Both teams going to be in the bonus the rest of the way. Eisenecker nearly traveled with it. And now Gunnar Walker is going to pick up a foul. That should be the 5th. It is the 5th on the Suns. It's the first on Gunnar Walker. Cooper Gibbs going to be shooting a couple free throws now. Double bonus the rest of the way for both teams. 2:42 to go here in the second quarter. They have picked up some fouls early in this one. First one for Gibb is good. A 1-point game. Chance to tie it from the free throw line. Cooper Gibbs' next one is good as well. He was 2 of 2 from the free throw line in the JV contest also. He ties it at 17 now. Another 4-0 run Shot's off, no good. Akers with the rebound and the putback. Aiden Akers gives the lead back to the Suns, just like they did when it was tied at 7. And tied at 19 now as Eisenecker gets another 2. He's got 8. Down low, ball stolen away by Alex McGraw. Kyle LaFerry is going to bring it up with 1:54 remaining. Lobbing down to Eisenecker. Henry comes to get it instead. Akers is going to push it back the other way for the Suns. Back into Henry, swiped away from behind by LaFerry. His pass to McGraw was knocked away by Akers, but it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Heat. Kind of a high-tempo game for not a lot of scoring here in this one. Oh, between the legs of Tippy, it went to Eisenecker. Now to McGraw, who drives baseline, pump fakes. Tries to get it, goes off the Tippy and off the back of the backboard, actually the Stannion holding the backboard. And a sub to come in. Tristan Hester is going to replace Gunnar Walker with 1:25 remaining. We're tied at 19. LaFerry for 3. It's off, no good. Rebound to, well, that was LaFerry actually. It was Cooper Gibb who missed the shot. LaFerry got the rebound and the putback. Kyle LaFerry has 6 points now. 1:10 remaining, and the Heat have the lead for the first time, 21-19. Henry for 3 is off, no good. Colton Spence with the rebound. No, that's Aiden Todd. Now it's going to be LaFerry kicking it out to Cooper Gibb for 3. Cooper Gibb's got a triple. And it's a 5-point lead for the Heat. That ball's stolen away again. Here comes Todd pushing it back the other way. Eisenecker beats him down the floor. And they're going to call a block on Griffin Tippy. Not much contact, but it was enough to knock the ball away. That's going to put Aiden Todd at the free throw line with 28.2 seconds left. Todd, who hit 5 3-pointers in the JV contest, is getting some varsity time here tonight. His first free throw is good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Since getting up on an 8-0 run to get 15-8. It's a 17-2 run for the Heat. Tippy's going to drive, jump ball. Possession goes to Southeastern. Henry to inbound. Gets it into Akers with 18 seconds left. And then Akers is going to get called for the offensive foul. There won't be any free throws on that, but Akers is going to pick up foul number 3. He'll use the elbow to clear out. 17-2 run to end the half right now. 8 seconds left. Cooper, Gibb. Now they're going to call Caleb Thompson for an illegal screen, I do believe. That'll be his second foul. It'll be the 5th Heat foul, but it was a player control foul, so no free throws. 6.5 seconds to go. Tippy, and he travels with, What do we do? I don't know what that. Akers for 3. It's in and out, no good. Rebound by Jordan Kane, and that's how the half is going to come to an end. 25-19 at the half. The Heat end on a 17-2 run to take that 6-point lead at the end of the opening half. We'll take a break. 17-4 run, excuse me. 17-4 run. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the second half in just a few minutes. You're watching Adams Telephone Cooperative coverage of the Southeastern Suns on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. And welcome back here. It's halftime, and with Phyllis. And Phyllis, I about said McLouth.
It is.
It is McLouth. It
Yep.
still is McLouth,
Yes.
isn't it? So I've known you for a long time.
A long time.
And we were just discussing before we came on air that it's been a year or two since you came to MDH. You've been here a while. What's your job title here at MDH?
I'm Director of Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation.
And that entails a lot, especially considering we're here talking about sports. So that's a big part of what you do. What does that entail here at MDH?
The department as a whole, we start off with the sports. We have athletic training services. We go to many of the area schools. But also we have physical therapy for those that are maybe have had surgery or some more serious injuries, and we're going to try to get people back on the court or the field.
Yeah, court, field, or just work, right? I mean,
That's right.
It's sports medicine and rehabilitation. The rehabilitation goes a lot farther than the sports stuff, doesn't it?
Right. Yeah. Beyond that, I mean, every person needs to return to something, as you're kind of referring to. And so we see people of all ages. We see newborns. We see people up to, we've seen, I think, 105 years old. So everybody has something that's very important to them that they want to return to, and we respect that. We complete evaluations in whatever realm it may be in the different therapies, and try to address their deficits and get them back into action, whatever that may be.
Yeah. Sometimes action's on the court, and sometimes action is working at the factory or working for yourself, right?
Right.
Or just getting up out of a chair.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. So it's a little bit of everything. What drew you? Because we talked about you've been here at MDH for a long time. So
Right.
what drew you to MDH? Obviously, you're a Bushnell girl.
Correct.
So you're from the area. What drew you to MDH?
I wanted to serve the community. I think it's important that the smaller rural areas get good care too. And I'm just kind of attached to the area.
So, as successful as you've been, you've moved up the food chain, so to speak, at MDH. Some people would look at it as, well, I've done what I can do here. I could go somewhere else and help. Why stay here? I know you wanted to give it back to the rural area, but what is it about this particular area that made you want to stay?
I think there's always more that can be done, and I think it's important to kind of utilize what our resources are and try to make the most of them. Just again, in our area, we have a lot to offer here at the hospital, and there are people that are wanting to make the best of themselves here, and I think we have a role in that.
Now, you've been doing this for a number of years. I think you said 35 at MDH.
Mm-hmm.
Sports medicine and rehabilitation has changed, I would suspect, substantially in those 35 years. You have locations in Macomb, Bushnell, even in Monmouth now.
Right.
That's not something that was there back when you started.
No.
What is it about sports medicine and rehabilitation that's changed so much and become so important now?
It is kind of odd. We were very small to begin with. We started just in the basement of the hospital. It included cardiac rehab, PT, a little bit of pediatrics, and we all tried to do it in one small gym. And since that time, we've gone to our whole third floor addition. I think it was in '98. We have the Lafayette location. Bushnell was in 14. We also have a location in Grand Prairie. And then Monmouth we did 2 years ago. And I think therapy in general gets people back into action again. And I just think it's something that we have a chance to be a part of and help people, do better in whatever they may do.
What do you see as the director? What do you see as the ultimate goal for sports medicine and rehabilitation? I mean, obviously you guys keep growing, so you aren't there yet. But as a person who's just obviously loved sports medicine and rehabilitation since the time you started, where do you see it going, or what will it continue to grow? Do you continue to add new things?
We are always looking to, see what's out there, just with advancements in research and trying to see what means of treatment may help others. We try to stay on top of that and try to then offer it to the community. And again, just because we're rural doesn't mean we can't stay on top of that and offer the best we can.
So you think you could be here another 35 years?
That might be pushing it. But also, what makes us strong is our team. And we have lots of very talented therapists on our team. So that really is the key to what we do.
Now, before we get out of here, I think that one of the coolest things about what you guys do is, and you mentioned it earlier, is you have trainers that go to the schools.
Right.
And I know Bushnell's part of that, West Prairie's part of that, Macomb's obviously part of that, and I'm sure there's other schools too, but the trainers that come to West Prairie and Bushnell especially and Macomb become almost part of the family.
True.
With the students and the athletes. How exciting is that for you as the director to be able to say that I've been able to help bring people in and they become parts of the families at these different schools around the area?
I just really appreciate it because a lot of times, the coaches don't need to worry about as much about what's happening to their players. They know that they can pay attention to the game, but also know that they've got someone to take care of their players and offer them the best evaluation so they can maybe get back on the field, or, let's not do that and then make a better decision. Because many times there can be like a life-altering injury that may occur, and if it's not addressed appropriately, it doesn't turn out so well.
Well, Phyllis, I appreciate you stopping in and talking to us, and you can stop by anytime you want to at a halftime, and we'll just throw you on.
Okay, all right.
Okay, sounds good. We'll be back with the second half right after this. And welcome back to halftime. We're with Joanna Edson. Joanna, you've been at MDH since 2010. Is that what you said to me earlier?
Correct.
So what do you do here at MDH?
I'm the Director of Behavioral Health and Psychiatry.
Okay. Director of Behavioral Health and Psychiatry. You're relatively new to the director role.
Correct.
But you've been here for several years. What have you done to get to this point?
I started out as a after-hours crisis worker and then was hired full-time 2 years later, so 2012. And then I was a therapist until I took the director position.
So what is it that's kept you at MDH? Obviously, if you've stayed as long as you have, there's something about MDH that keeps you here and makes you feel like you're doing something special. What is that?
I always wanted to work at MDH. I started, I actually have 2 masters after my first master's. I got in community health education. I wanted to come work here as a health educator, but nurses were getting hired for those positions. And so I had to take a different route. So then I worked for Teen Parent Services, and I started a homeless shelter and ran that for 11 years. Went back to school and got my master's of social work, and then I ended up here.
So you've taken a roundabout road to get to MDH. So if you've always wanted to work at MDH, what was it about MDH that made you want to come here?
I don't know. I just like the hospital vibe.
As the director now, you've been here. You've worked outside the hospital before you came to the hospital. You've worked in the hospital. Do you think that well-rounded, I should say, experience will allow you to do your job as a director a little bit better?
I believe all things happen for a reason. So there was a reason I wasn't hired all those years ago. It gave me opportunities to do things that I always wanted to also do.
And welcome back as we get ready to go with the second half here. It's West Central basketball. Cooper Gibb with it, knocked out of bounds by Tippy. It'll stay with the Heat. 7:51 remaining. Ball knocked away from Woodbury, goes into the hand of Akers to Tippy. Tippy's shot up and in. Transition basket for the Heat, or for the Suns, excuse me, as they switched ends on me there. I apologize. Suns gave up a 17-4 run to end the half to trail by 6. They now trail by 4 after Tippy's bucket. Chance to cut it some more here. Tippy down to Akers. Akers against Woodbury, and he's going to be fouled, and Woodbury is going to pick up foul number 3. It's the first of the second half for the Heats. That's the third on Woodbury. We'll see if that brings Caleb Thompson or somebody off the bench here shortly. Eisenecker, Gibb, McGraw, and LaFerry on the floor for the Heat. Akers misses the first free throw. He went 1 for 2 in his first trip, made the second one, and he makes the second one this time as well. Down to a 3-point lead. For the Suns, we'll talk about them next time they have the ball. Akers is going to get called for the reach. The foul will be before the shot. Be the first on the Suns in the half. Fourth on Aiden Akers. And Owen Northern's going to have to come in for him. Aiden Todd checks in. Woodbury checks out. So Owen Northern comes in. Aiden Akers takes the seats into LaFerry. Now to Todd, up top Gibb. A couple sophomores on the floor now for the Heats. Well, pick and roll, knocked away by Henry. Picked up by McClintock. Stolen away from behind by McGraw. He picks up his dribble, gets trapped by McClintock, but gets it out to LaFerry. 3 on the way by Cooper Gibb. Long, tipped around. It's going to go into the hands of Owen Northern. Now to Tippy. 6:35 to go. I think it's 6:37, and a foul is going to be called. I think Eisenecker is going to pick up the foul. That is going to be on Eisenecker. That'll be his third. And a timeout called by the Heat. They'll have 3 timeouts remaining. 1 timeout remaining for the. And now he decides to come over and say something. I was picking on him earlier, and one of the referees comes over and says, "Hey," finally notices me sitting here. Good group of officials doing a pretty good job here in this varsity contest. 6:37 to go. 25-22. Heat have not scored yet here in quarter number 3. Suns have scored 3 points. Suns led 15-7. End up trailing 25-19 at the half. Tippy, a couple free throws now here in the third quarter. 3 fouls in the quarter for the Heat. First one was good for Tippy. Second one, off back iron, no good. But the rebound went to the Suns, a chance to tie it or take a lead here. Owen Northern looked down to McClintock, couldn't get it there. It's a 2-1-2 again. The ball's tipped away. Henry comes down with it, though. Owen Northern with it. 6:15 remaining in the third quarter. McClintock, give and go with Tippy. His shot's left short. Rebound by LaFerry, out to McGraw, now to Todd. Todd drives, dumps it across, down low. Eisenecker gets the bucket to fall. Great look by Aiden Todd. Eisenecker has 10 points. First basket of the half for the Heats. 5:50 to go. McClintock drives, puts the shot up, off, no good. Tristan Hester got a hand on the back of Eisenecker, actually pushed off to raise himself a little higher, I think. Hester is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second. Team's second. 5:45 now to go in the third quarter. Aiden Todd with it. It's going to be an inadvertent whistle. For the second time today, the officials thought there was a timeout called when there wasn't. There's a kick by Tippy. 5:31 left. It'll stay with West Central. LaFerry going to drive baseline. Goes back across to McGraw. Out to Todd for three. It's long. Off back iron. Long rebound to Tippy. He goes to the hoop. Strength wins that time as he gets the layup to fall. Tippy has 5 points in the quarter. Baseline jumper for Eisenecker off, no good. McClintock with the rebound. He'll bring it up the floor. Stops in the right wing. Now to Tippy. Right side Northern. Into the corner. Skip across Henry. Out to Northern, who nearly loses the ball. He drives. Puts the shot up. Leaves it short. Gets his rebound. Puts it back up and in. We're tied at 27. Owen Northern with his first bucket. Down low, Eisenecker can't get it to fall. Owen Northern is going to pick up another foul. That's 3 on Owen Northern. Eisenecker's going to get a couple free throws. Game's tied at 27. First one's off, no good. He hits the second, gives his team a 1 point lead again. And it is a 3 of 4 performance from the free throw line thus far for Eisenecker. An overthrow of Henry, out of bounds, possession to the Heat. McGraw. Woodbury back in the game. I think he might have got hit on the arm and kind of had to throw it to the rim either way. And it did get rim, but it didn't go in. Henry to Tippy. 4:10 remaining as we approach the halfway point of quarter number 3. Woodbury, as McClintock was looking for a cutting Hester, but threw it a little too early. Gibb over to Todd. Todd pulls up. It's blocked. And they're going to call McClintock for a foul. That's 4 fouls on the Suns. The Heat will be in the bonus the rest of the way. 2 free throws coming for Aiden Todd, who is 1 for 2 in the ball game. First one hits front iron, rolls off to the right. Second one falls off. McGraw high for the rebound. His putback's off, no good. Henry is going to lose it out of bounds. It'll go to the Heat. Clock still running. 3:50 remaining. Still running. Woodbury with it. Clock never stopped. Rookie clock guy, that's the problem. Rookie clock guy. Cooper Gibbs going to drive. He's going to be fouled. Fouls on number 34, Owen Northern. That'll be his 4th. Team foul number 5. Free throw for Gibb is good. Cooper Gibb has 9 points. Gunnar Walker checks in. Owen Northern takes a seat. Back to a 2-point lead for the Heat. Make it a 3-point lead. Cooper Gibb is 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 6 for 6 for the night. He's 2 for 2 in the JV contest. Woodbury knocks it off of McClintock's foot, out of bounds. It'll be Heat basketball. LaFerry to inbound to Gibb, and they'll go back the other way with 3:20 remaining in the third quarter. This game is, and they're going to call a foul. It's going to be on Tristan Hester fighting through the Gibb screen. That's a player control foul. Well, I guess not. Gibb gets the free throws. That's 3 on Hester. Cooper Gibb, who I probably just jinxed because I said he was 6 for 6 for the night, is back at the free throw line. 3:11 to go in the third quarter. First one's good. Second one. That one's off, no good. McGraw with the rebound. He's going to put it back up. Everybody left him, and he gets the bucket to fall. Alex McGraw has 4 points and a 6-0 run after the Heat tied it at 27. LaFerry on the drive. Nobody's going to pick him up, but he floated left and missed it left. Todd for 3. Good. A triple for Aiden Todd. He's got 6 of them on the night. It's his first one in the varsity contest. And the Heat have went on a 9-0 run of their own, and they take a 36-27 lead. And the Suns take their second timeout. This game tonight being brought to you by Adams Experts. Looking for top-notch local computer sales and repair services? Call Adams Experts in Quincy at 217-214-3423 for fast, friendly, and affordable assistance. We make technology work. That's Adams Experts, your go-to when your computer goes down. And Pawn Plus. Pawn Plus is proud to have served Macomb and the surrounding area for over 20 years, providing cash for most items of value. Pawn Plus is the area's largest seller of used items, including firearms. They also provide on-site jewelry repair and are open 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday. They have a great selection of jewelry, electronics, tools, and video games located at 324 West Jackson Street in Macomb between Eric Ho and Taco Bell. You can also get the $100 grab Amazon mystery boxes if you'd like one of those. And you can buy and sell used cell phones now at Pawn Plus in Macomb. Also helping to bring you this game is MTC Communications. Having slow, unreliable internet just doesn't cut it in 2024. MTC Communications offers lightning-fast, reliable fiber internet, video, phone service, and camera systems to the McDonough, Henderson, and Hancock County areas. Visit mtc.crowdfiber.com to check your availability. And there's Cooper Gibb with a steal. 2:28 to go in the third quarter. Woodbury puts the shot up, can't get it to fall, hard off the glass. Tippy with the rebound. He's going to push it back the other way in a hurry. He's going to drive, puts the shot up, mid-range jumper, off, no good. Rebound to Hester. He got hit in the arm, no foul called, ended up putting it up left-handed. Couldn't get it to fall. Todd now is going to drive. He's going to get another nice pass, this time to LaFerry. It won't fall. Tippy with the rebound. Back the other way it comes. He's going to leave it for Hester. A 3 on the way by Henry, off, no good. McGraw with the foul, and Tristan Hester is going to pick up the foul. For Hester, that'll be number 4. And back the other way we go with 1:55 to go. A couple free throws coming for Alex McGraw, I believe. 1:55 left in the third quarter, and we've had a lot of free throws shot in this one as the Suns got into foul trouble. They have 3 players now with 4 fouls due to the Suns. McGraw's first free throw's off, no good. It is 36-27, largest lead of the game for the Heat. McGraw makes the second. A 10-point lead now for the Heat. First time either team has been in double digits, actually. Tippy looked at the 3, didn't take it. McClintock now. Back to Tippy. Gunnar Walker drives, and he's going to be called for the charge. Gunnar Walker picks up his second foul. 1:33 remaining. Jaron Henry and Griffin Tippie. Actually, Tippie does have one foul. I forgot to mark it down earlier. Jaron Henry. Now Tippie with the steal. Knocked out of bounds by the Heat. It'll stay with the Suns on a Tippie steal. Walker has it knocked out of bounds by LaFerry. Jaron Henry to inbound now with 1:20 remaining. Corner, nope. McClintock looks at the three, doesn't take it, tips it out to Tippie. 1:13 remaining. That ball nearly taken away by LaFerry. As the intensity and the quickness of the Heat starting to cause problems, and almost on cue, McClintock is called for the travel. The Heat will get the ball back with 1:07 remaining. Right side, LaFerry. Wanted a pick and roll, but couldn't get it. McGraw with it down low. Now to Woodbury. Woodbury spins, a lot of contact, and Tippie's going to get called for the foul. Woodbury is going to go to the free throw line. Nope, they're going to call Jaron Henry. They're actually calling out on Jaron Henry. That'll be his first. Woodbury at the free throw line shooting a couple here. First one's off, no good. Woodbury has not scored. He does have 3 fouls on the night. Second one is good. .41 seconds remaining. Down low to Northern. Northern spins. And Woodbury is going to pick up the foul. Swinging from behind. Nope. We're called on 15 LaFerry, I believe. It is on LaFerry. It's his second. Make that his third. I've got him for 3. Scoreboard has him for 2. Northern misses the first free throw. Oh, and Northern has 2 points. He's playing with 4 fouls. LaFerry leaves. Woodbury leaves. Checking in, number 11, Jordan Kane. Todd back in as well. Eisenecker back. Nope. Caleb Thompson back in. Second one's good for Northern. .30 seconds remaining. Jordan Kane with it. Out to Gibb. Cooper Gibb with 22 seconds left. And they're going to call McClintock with the foul. That's 2 on Brady McClintock. They've got 3 on the scoreboard for him. So I'll put 3. 2 more free throws for Cooper Gibb. He's 3 for 4 and a quarter. 5 for 6 for the night in the game. Misses the first. .9 seconds remaining as this game has slowed down immensely with all the free throws here. Second one off. Going to go to the Suns. Call it off of McGraw. 19.7 seconds as their clock begins. Tippie with it. His team down by 10, 38-28. And to Owen Northern. Could have been a jump ball, but they're calling a foul. Fouls on number 14, Aiden Todd. His first. Team's 5th. Owen Northern a couple more free throws. He's 1 for 2 here in the third quarter. First one off back iron and misses off the front iron. 7.2 seconds left in the third quarter. Second one is good again. Uses the first one to find his range and hits the second both times. 3 seconds. McClintock lofts it up. Didn't had more time than he needed. That one is, the rebound is good. McClintock stole the ball. Thought he didn't have much time, so he lofted it up. It bounced hard off the glass, went right back to him, and he ends up getting the rebound put back. And at the end of 3, it's 38-31. Southeastern trails the West Central Heats. You're watching Adams Telephone cooperative coverage of Southeastern Sun Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll take a break. We'll be back in about 30 seconds.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
Welcome back to Southeastern High School. As you see the Suns coming out of their timeout right there. As we get ready to go with the fourth quarter. It'll be Suns basketball to start the fourth quarter. Suns started every quarter with the basketball. 7:52 remaining in the basketball game. Akers back in for the first time since early in quarter number 3 when he picked up his fourth foul. 7:43 to go. Bunch of players playing with 4 fouls. 3 of them for the Suns. Actually, there's a bunch of players playing with 3 fouls for the Heat. 7-point game here as we enter the fourth quarter. Henry, 3 off, no good. Hester with the rebound. Now Woodbury is going to pick up his 4th foul for the Heat. Shooting 2 free throws. Coach Gooding saying, White, get over here. Hester started to walk over. He's not the shooter. You got to stay there and shoot. 7:18 to go as he's taking advantage of the timeout opportunity here. Hester misses the front end of the 2 free throws, and now he sends his team over to get lined up here. I'm guessing by who went where that this is going to be a full court press with 7:18 to go, but I could be wrong. We'll see if I'm right or wrong. Second free throw's off, no good. Usually those come after makes, so we'll see if that happens. Both free throws no good for Hester. McGraw, the little runner, off no good. LaFerry with the rebound to put back. It's off no good. Tipped out to McClintock. 7 minutes remaining. And the fans want it over and back from West Central, and I'm not in a spot to see it, and I wasn't looking at the camera at the moment. Tippy. Now it's tipped by McGraw. Tippy down low to Akers. Akers gets a little hip check and gets the shot to fall. And that ball's tipped away. Down low, LaFerry. Actually at the elbow. 3 on the way by Gibb is off, no good. Rebound to Eisenecker. Eisenecker's blocked from behind by Henry. McGraw gets the steal, and he's on the baseline when he comes down. So it'll be Suns basketball down by 5, 38-33. Time out on the floor, charge to the Suns. They'll have 2 timeouts remaining. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. There you get a good look at Coach Dennison and the bench for the Heat as they have a 5-point advantage here at Southeastern High School in Augusta, Illinois. You're watching Adams Telephone Cooperative coverage of Southeastern Sports. Game being brought to you by Sports Corner at 124, Macomb's original local sports bar. Sports Corner at 124. With a focus on local sports, catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124. All while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. They have great corn nuggets. I love corn nuggets. They have awesome cheese sticks. I do want to say they have great $1 wing night on Wednesday night. They have steak night on Thursday nights. Giving the officials a hard time quietly. Ball knocked away by LaFerry. It's going to go between the legs of Tippy, and it will be Southeastern basketball. Great food. They have awesome horseshoes if you're into that kind of thing at Sports Corner 124 as well. They're on just off the square in Macomb. Used to be the old Park side. Now it's Sports Corner at 124. Tell where that ball was supposed to go. Hester wasn't there yet. He kind of got there. Tippy, pull-up jumper from just past the free throw line. Oh, Hester with a big rebound, and then it's thrown off of LaFerry out of bounds. Well, I guess it wasn't. Going to go to the Heat. The table blocked me, so it might have hit Akers. Or Akers might have been on the baseline before he threw it. Picked the ball up in a bad spot. Timeout on the floor, charge to the Heat. It's a full timeout as Coach Gooding and the Suns have put the pressure on the Heat again. It's 38-35. It's a full timeout. So they'll take a break, and we'll take one as well. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adams Experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adams Experts. Repair, maintenance, and setup for all your home technology needs.
Welcome back to Southeastern High School. Heat take the full timeout. You see the Suns on your screen right there. As Coach Gooding and the Suns trying to crawl their way back into this. It trailed at the end of the quarter, 38-28. 38-29, excuse me. And a steal by Tippy, and a layup is good. Tippy's got 13 now. McGraw picks up the ball in a bad spot and an over and back violation. I mentioned that the intensity of the defense had been picked up by the Heat into third quarter, which seemed to really stifle the Suns' offense. The role has been reversed here in quarter number 4 as Aiden Todd goes out. It's McGraw, Gibb, Eisenecker, Woodbury, and LaFerry on the floor for the Heat. 3 on the way by McClintock is good. And we are tied at 38. The freshman hitting a big triple there. Down low to Woodbury. Shots off, no good. Akers with the rebounds. Tippy pushes it back the other way. Tippy's going to get it back from Akers as we approach the halfway mark of the fourth quarter, and we're tied at 38. It's a 7-0 run to start the quarter here for the Heat, or for the Suns, excuse me. It was 38-31 at the end of the fourth quarter. Akers down low, leaves it short, tipped around, picked up by Akers. McClintock kicks it out to Tippy, top of the key. Tippy goes over to Henry. Henry for three. Good! A Ron Albiado Sales three for Jaron Henry. And it's a 3-point lead for the Suns. Now a steal by McClintock. Back the other way. The layup is up and in. And a timeout on the floor, charged to the Heat. The Heat, in the midst of a 12-0 run to start the quarter, and they lead 43-38. This game tonight is being brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. McDonough District Hospital Athletic Trainers and MDH Rehabilitation Center with locations Bushnell, Monmouth, and Macomb provide expert help to all area student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. And Ron Albiado Sales with locations in Macomb and Augusta. With 80 years of car sales experience, Ron Albiado Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car in Macomb. On East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit www.ronlb.com to check out their inventory. So it was 38-28. This is actually a 15-0 run. The Heat need to get a basket of some sort here to stop the bleeding. LaFerry with it. McGraw looks at the three, doesn't take it. Goes left side. McGraw's going to take the triple this time. It's good! McGraw hits the three, an answer for the Heat. The first basket of the fourth quarter for Alex McGraw and the Heat, and it cuts it to a 2-point lead for the Suns. After the 15-0 run. Hester gets it to McClintock. 2:35 remaining. Extending that defense again as the Heats. Woodbury out there playing with 4 fouls at the top of this 1-2-2 or 3-2. Tippy wanted to get it to Akers, just thought better of it. Now to Hester, back to McClintock. 2:20 remaining. Absolutely no reason for the Suns to press the issue here. They are up by 2. And then they switched him in. And a steal. And a foul for Aiden Akers. It didn't give up the easy basket, but it will be foul number 5 on Aiden Akers. With 2:04 to go, he'll foul out of the ball game. He finishes with 11 points on 2 of 4 free throw shooting. (43-41). Heat trail by 2 and have the basketball. The Suns extend their defense as well now, as both teams have picked up the defensive pressure. LaFerry for 3, nails it! And just like that, the Heat have the lead back. Kyle LaFerry gets his first 3. And the Heat lead by 1. Tippy now drives baselines, tipped away from behind. Hester doesn't have to go get it. It'll stay here with the Suns. Owen Northern, who came in for Akers, who fouled out. It's 1:35 to go, and the Suns have 2 timeouts, trailing by 1. A steal by LaFerry. His layup is up and off. No good. McGraw with the putback, and it's good. 46-43. McGraw, the senior. LaFerry, the senior. Tippy drives, counted, and a foul! Tippy gets the bucket. The basket's good. A free throw coming. The foul is on Cooper Gibb. That'll be his first. Maybe they said it was on 14. I don't know for sure. Anyway, if it's Todd, who isn't even out there, I don't think. He is not, so it is on Gibb. Second, the free throw is off, no good. McClintock is going to get the foul for pushing off. Coach doesn't like it, but I can see why they called it. Tippy's got 4 in the quarter. Missed the free throw, though, to tie. So it's 1. The clock's not running. (46-45). Heat with the lead. LaFerry down to Eisennicker. Back to LaFerry. LaFerry's jumper off, no good. Rebound to Tippy with under a minute to go. The Suns have a chance to take the lead. Tippy down to Hester. It's tipped out of ground bounds by McGraw. It'll stay with the Suns. Timeout on the floor is going to be charged to the Suns. They'll have 1 timeout remaining. The Heat has 1 timeout remaining. I forgot to take that off a few moments ago. It's 46-45. Heat with the lead. The Suns have the basketball. It'll be an inbound play on the far side of the court, near where the cheerleaders, you kind of see them off to the right. It'll be right about where they're at, will be where the cheerleaders will be. 51.9 seconds left. Possession belongs to West Central. And the 1-point lead belongs to the Heat as well. So as far as that goes, neither team into bonus yet. The Suns have 2 fouls according to my stats. Into the corner, Tippy looked at the triple, didn't take it, drives baseline. Goes in, has it stripped away. Hester gets it back, it's on the floor. Cooper Gibb dives on it. Jump ball, possession to West Central. .44 seconds remaining. Gibb has it on the outlet. Should have pulled it up and not shot it, but he's going to get fouled, so he's going to get bailed out. Tippy is going to get called for the foul, I do believe. It is on Tippy. It'll be his second. 3rd on the Suns. Cooper Gibb hits the first. The sophomore gives his team a 2-point lead. 39.8 seconds remaining. And the second one's nothing but the bottom of the net. He's 7 of 10 from the free throw line here in the game. So the Suns need the triple now. Henry has a chance at it, doesn't take it there. 32 seconds remaining. Tippy's going to drive, dump it back to Henry. Henry now over to McClintock. McClintock with it. 25 seconds remaining. Tippy now, top of the key, guarded by LaFerry and Eisennicker. Northern. Too late now. Henry was there for a second. Timeout on the floor, charged to the Suns. It's their final timeout. They have no way to stop the clock the rest of the way. I believe it's a full timeout. All he had left was a full timeout. Coach Gooding less than impressed with a pass not going into the corner to Jaron Henry, who was wide open for a split second. By the time he yelled and the pass started to go there, it was too late. There you see Coach Dennison trying to get his team a win here in Southeastern Augusta, Illinois. You're watching Adams Telephone Cooperative coverage of Southeastern Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll set things up for you again. It's now 48-45, Heat with the lead. The Suns have the possession arrow. There's 16.0 seconds remaining in the game. The Suns have the basketball. They're going to have to take a three. You wouldn't have had to maybe early in the possession. You could have forced things. But now you pretty much have to. The Heat are not in the bonus yet. The Suns still have one foul to give. It's going to be back on the far side again, just about the same inbound position they were in the last time down the floor. It is Tippy, Hester, McClintock, Northern of Owen variety, and Jaron Henry on the floor for the Suns. Eisenecker is going to pick up a foul. That's not all bad. They have fouls to give. Wasted it down to 11.8 seconds left, so wasted 4.2 seconds there. On the floor for the Heat is Eisenecker, McGraw, LaFerry, Gibb, and Woodbury. Into Tippy, 10 seconds. To Henry, back to Tippy. Tippy puts up the shot. It looks good. It is in and out. No good. Hester with the rebound. He gives it to Henry. Henry for three. It's good. It's good at the buzzer. Jaron Henry hits the Ron Albiano Sales three, and we are going to overtime. His second three of the fourth quarter. And the Suns send it to overtime. Tippy's looked good. It wasn't. Hester got the huge rebound. And the pass out to Jaron Henry. And we're going to overtime. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back as we have the 4-minute overtime on the clock. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
And welcome back here as we get ready to go with the overtime. We'll jump it up. Tippy and Woodbury to jump up. Aiden Akers the only one to foul out. Woodbury gets the tip. It goes to Gibb. Clock's running the wrong way. Hey. The clock ran the wrong direction. They set it at 4, and for some reason the clock ran up instead of down. It ran about 10 seconds, should have been about 10 seconds off the clock. See what they set it at. He stopped it running up at 6 seconds, and it ran for, they played a few seconds after that. Adams Fiber helping to bring you this contest tonight. The athletic director, Kyle Rigg, coming over to help out as well. It will be Heat basketball. Still tied at 48. Coach Dennison said he'll come up and talk to us for a few minutes afterwards. I don't know if Coach Gooding will come up. I know he doesn't like to talk very well. We'll see if he comes up and talks. But, man, what a game this has been. Been a few sporadic points of craziness, but for the most part, it's been a pretty good basketball game. So we're having problems trying to figure out what's wrong with the clock here. I don't know if they can't even get it to run now, maybe. Wish I had some Jeopardy theme music to be playing right now. Still not real sure what's going on here as we have started overtime, kind of. And now they're resetting the scoreboard. Trying to reset it to get it to work. I did forget to set the overtime, so we'll get it changed to overtime number 1. So the scoreboard won't be accurate. Other than they'll be able to set it to 48-48. Both teams will have 3 fouls apiece. Although I don't think that's right either. And they're going to run it down to 10 seconds, 7 seconds. So the Heat will have 2 timeouts because each team gets a timeout in overtime. Now my scoreboard's not working. Oh, I know why. I hit the wrong button. Down low, shot off, no good. Tippy high up for the rebound. He's going to push it back with 3:45 to go in overtime number 1. Tippy drives, kicks it out. McClintock, he pulls up from about 15 feet. He's jumper short. Rebound, tie up, Hester and Woodbury, and it'll go to Southeastern because West Central won the tip that time. .335 remaining. We're in overtime. Tippy to Henry. Henry for 3, short, and it's going to go out of bounds. Tippy can't track it down in time. Possession to the Heat. Both teams have had 1 possession here in the overtime session. McGraw was like, hey, you can't leave us. Tippy was down here guarding Cooper. .317 to go. Down low. Oh, what defense by Hester. They were looking for Eisenecker. It wasn't or Woodbury, excuse me. Tippy. Hester got the steal nonetheless. We're at 3 minutes to go in overtime. Still tied at 48. Oh, and Northern looked at the 3, didn't take it. Down the corner. Henry for 3. In and out, no good. Northern with the rebound, and Woodbury's going to foul out. Oh, and Northern's going to go to the free throw line. That's the 5th foul on Peyton Woodbury. Caleb Thompson is going to check in. Oh, and Northern, who is 2 for 4 from the free throw line. Hits the first. Gives his team a 1-point lead here in overtime. Second free throw. Off back iron. Bounces around, picked up by McGraw. Eisenecker gets it in to him. Now to Cooper Gibb with the team trailing by 1. The Heat have the basketball. At the far end for me, right side for you. Down low, nice pass, nice bucket for Cooper Gibb, and the Heat have the lead. Heat lead by 1, 50-49. Henry to Tippy, 2:10 remaining in overtime. Henry with it left wing now. Skips it across to Tippy. Under 2 minutes to go. Approaching 150 remaining. Hester is mostly keeping. Now 3 by Henry off, no good. Rebound to Alex McGraw, and he'll take it up the floor. He'll go to Kyle LaFerry. Their team up by 1. LaFerry is going to give it to McGraw. 1:30 remaining. 90 seconds left in overtime number 1. It's a 1-point game. The Heat lead by 1, 50-49. This game has been back and forth, a game of huge runs. Eisenecker out top. LaFerry for 3. It's off right. Didn't even get rim, but it did get backboard. Bounces around and picked up by Hester. Now back it comes for the Heat. 70 seconds left. Approaching the 1 minute mark. Owen Northern down in the corner to McClintock. Out to Tippy. 1 minute remaining. Tippy's going to drive. Puts the shot up. They're going to call the block. Caleb Thompson is going to get called for the foul. That'll be his team's 5th. So the Suns will be in a bonus the rest of the way. Tippy at the free throw line. He misses the first. Tippy is 2 for 6 from the free throw line. 3 for 7, and we're tied at 50. And the clock didn't start again. .4 seconds remaining. Eisenecker on a give and go. Now to Thompson. His shot's up and in. Caleb Thompson. That might be his first bucket of the night. It is, and it doesn't come at any bigger time to give his team a 2-point lead. The freshman for 3. It's off, no good. McGraw high for the rebound. He outlets it to Eisenecker. Eisenecker layup off, no good. McGraw another rebound. He puts it up, and it's in. Alex McGraw gets the bucket to fall. Six points in the overtime session for the Heat. They lead by 4, 54-50 on a great basket by Caleb Thompson. And then a rebound putback for Alex McGraw. And the Heat, who've got 1 win this season, trying to get another one here in hostile territory at the Southeastern Suns High School in Augusta, Illinois. You're watching Adams Fiber coverage of Southeastern Sun Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We will be covering some West Central stuff at West Central throughout the winter as well, as we get closer into the postseason, or get closer into the second half of the season and we get more into conference play. We'll be down there probably quite a bit as we're getting ready to go here. It's like maybe somebody looking for an inhaler or some a wrap to cover up some blood maybe. On the Heat bench, 28.8 seconds remaining. Heat lead by 4. The Suns had to hit a triple at the buzzer of regulation to send this to overtime. We'll see if they can make something happen. Another miracle. Tippy's going to get the ball in by Owen Northern. They're going to have to score in a hurry. Tippy to McClintock. Corner to Northern. Northern drives baseline. Puts up the shot. It's off, no good. Tipped around. McGraw comes down with it. McGraw is fouled by Hester. That'll be 5 on Tristan Hester. McGraw will walk the other way and shoot free throws. No, the Suns only have 4 fouls. So both teams now into bonus after this. Aiden Todd coming back in. Caleb Thompson going to check out. A little offensive-defensive substitution there, I do believe. Although Caleb Thompson's got one of the 3 baskets here in the overtime. A 4-point game, 15.3 seconds left. Owen Northern comes. See who they give the foul to. That's going to be on Owen Northern. That'll be his 5th foul. Walking the other way to shoot will be Eisennicker. Eisennicker is 3 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. 13.8 seconds left. Chance to make it a 6-point lead. Misses the first. Pair of sophomores back here talking it up a little bit. Trying to decide what we need to do here. Second one is good. Tippy. 3 on the way by Walker is good. 5 seconds left. And McGraw is going to be fouled, I believe, by Gunnar Walker. Hey, Ron Elby Auto Sales 3 for Gunnar Walker. And it's 55-53. So you're saying I have a chance. McGraw, who's got 2 points in the fourth quarter or in the overtime, has a chance to ice it pretty much from the free throw line. If he can hit them both, this one is over. 1.5 seconds left. He does not, so there is a chance. (55-53). Probably better off to miss this than make it, in all honesty. He missed the second. Rebound, and it's going to be ended. Kyle LaFerry gets the rebound, even though McGraw missed them both. It ends up being a 55-53 win for the Heat over the Southeastern Suns. We'll take a break. We'll come back. A final in overtime. The Heat beat the Suns 55-53. You're watching Adams Fiber coverage of Southeastern Sun Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll be back with some stats right after this.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adams Experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adams Experts. Repair, maintenance, and setup for all your home technology needs.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available, so with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
And welcome back to Augusta, Illinois, Southeastern High School. Watching Adams Fiber coverage of Southeastern Sun Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's been a good one. Hopefully Coach Dennison's going to come talk to us in a minute. A 55-53 overtime win for the Heat tonight. We'll talk about some stats here. 2 players in double figures for the Suns in the losing effort. 16 points for Griffin Tippie, finished 3 of 7 from the free throw line. 11 points for Aiden Akers, who fouled out with 2:04 to go in the fourth quarter. He finished 2 of 4 from the free throw line. So my stats aren't right. Hold on just a second. There was 9 points for Jaron Henry, including a buzzer beater to send it to overtime. 7 points from Brady McClintock. 3 points for Gunnar Walker, who scored 3 in the overtime. And 5 points for Owen Northern, who finished 3 of 6 from the charity stripe. The Suns were 8 of 19 from the free throw line. They scored 5 points in the overtime. The Heat scored 7 points to get the win. 3 players in double figures for the West Central Heat, led by Cooper Gibbs, 15. He was 7 of 10 from the free throw line. 12 points each for Caden Eisennicker. He was 4 of 6 from the free throw line. He also spent quite a bit of time on the bench with a couple fouls in the first half. 12 points for Alex McGraw. He was 1 of 4 from the free throw line. 9 points for Kyle LaFerry. He had a big 3 in the fourth quarter. 4 points for Aiden Todd, who was 1 of 4 from the free throw line. And 1 point for Peyton Woodbury, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And 2 points for Caleb Thompson, who gave his squad the lead for good with a layup bucket in the overtime session. So that's the scoring for the basketball game. The Heat unofficially 14 of 26 from the free throw line, as neither team shot robustly from the free throw line. Both teams shot quite a few, but neither team shot overly well. Under 50% for the Heat, a little over 50%, or for the Suns, excuse me, a little over 50% for the Heat. But it was good enough to get a win for West Central and the Heat. A big one for them as they continue to work to turn the program around. We'll see if Coach Dennison comes out in the next minute or so. If he doesn't, then we will call it good, but hopefully he can come down and get on here and talk to us. And Coach Gooding probably will not. See a bunch of kids coming out of the locker room now. Don't see Coach Dennison out of the locker room as of yet, though. Once again, we want to thank everybody for watching. Don't forget, we will be covering all the Southeastern Suns home games. They play in our area. We'll cover their road games. We'll also cover numerous West Central Heat games, both girls and boys, as we move through the season. We'll be doing numerous ones at the Fire Pit as well this season. So I want to thank Kim Thompson and all the athletic boosters and the school for being so receptive to TSSR down there. Same with all the folks here in Southeastern High School, as they have been nothing but hospitable here in our time covering both these schools, and we look forward to continuing that. So I think what we'll do is we'll call it good for the night. Once again, an overtime win for the West Central Heat as they get the victory 55-53. We will call that good for the Knights. Don't forget, starting in, probably already on the air, West Hancock is taking on Payson down in Warsaw tonight. Luke Little will be on the call for that. Emily Hagee on the camera. Once again, thanks for joining us. We look forward to seeing you again down the road. You've been watching Adams Fiber coverage of Southeastern Suns on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.